Okay, so here's my theory of everything. Probably Joel's plan. First and foremost, we all know automatons are moving more upwards, it seems, as opposed to forward. And I think mainly the forward push is just a distraction. And the automatons are actually, if you look at HellDivers 1, they're not the enemy that we fought against. We fought against the cyborgs, who were part human, part machine, but automatons are full-on machines. Once they were defeated, they were put over here in Cyberstan. Cyberstan is basically where they are right now, and that would make more sense that they are pushing in this area here with Truce. So if we lose Vandalion 4, they'll push on further and further until they get to this sector and then to Cyberstan to free said cyborgs, because they're still in captivity here and they are against Super Earth. And another thing we have is one of the air planets here, Outpost 32. That one is where a lot of HellDivers and HellDivers 1 fought against the Illuminates. So I'm guessing the Illuminates will come from these two sectors mainly on the south, and we'll have the cyborgs on this side. So I think those are going to be the next two factions we're going to get, is technically both the Terminids, automatons, Illuminates, and then we'll have cyborgs. Maybe we'll get the cyborgs and the automatons as one, considering the Terminids, they have their name here in the center of this area here, as opposed to the automatons having this empty section. Maybe they'll join up here and that'll be their front. We'll be fighting from this side. So they might be the same, or they might be two different ones. Another thing is people talking about in missions, it's mainly from medium and up, you will find stuff such as
a worthy choice.
These here. You'll have. Wait, hold on. Let me. Fuck it. Here in these missions, and a lot of people have talked about it, is illegal broadcasts. Now let's just jump there real quick. So basically the illegal broadcasts, people are saying, oh, there's some humans there that are dead and shot. A lot of people have been saying, oh, there's treason or anything like that. I think it's something entirely different. Mainly here in this, you see all of these. They're all integrated with their weapons. But you fight some enemies. They're all integrated with their weapons. You have this one here who was firing the rocket. He was holding it, rather than the other enemies who had blades on their hand like that. They're integrated into their weapon. And there's the big machine monsters that basically are in the back of a machine. There's one person piloting it. So I feel like there's something wrong here, especially with these ones here. They talk about, you know, anti-Super Earth stuff. And the mission is simply to terminate the broadcast. So if you just go in there and just terminate it, you'll be all good. That's all you need. But a lot of people are throwing an orbital and destroying it. If the mission was simply to destroy the broadcast towers, we would destroy them, but I think we're not supposed to. We're supposed to, you know, end the signal. And simply, that's as simple the mission, is just to get rid of the broadcast. But overall, there's no need to destroy it, because the broadcast is the issue. It's not the tower. And some people have also mentioned dead people around this stuff. I do not normally see them, but sometimes they're here. Yeah, some people here that are dead, basically killed by ways that you would normally not see with the automatons or the terminates, because they tear you apart. And I believe there's a real reason with this stuff, and mainly it's not treason. It is, I think, since the cyborgs and the Illuminates in the first game, some of them are, or some of the Illuminates are human, or human-like, and then the cyborgs are half human, half machine, obviously. Regardless, both of them are against, they're both against Super Earth. They would try to bring it down regardless. So I think illegal broadcasts are cyborgs and Illuminates making their way onto these planets and trying to turn people against Super Earth. That was a little much. Basically, I think they're just trying to turn people against Super Earth again. Same as the first game. And they are simply trying to terminate humans or Super Earth's control. But as you can see here, another enemy, his whole weaponry is attached to him, as opposed to rocket launchers and the big walking machines that you'll see with one person in the back. So I think those rocket launchers and the machine with a person in the back are cyborgs here, and not real, like, automatons, since they've mentioned that the automatons are the children of the cyborgs, or basically their creation. So I believe,
dropping a pin west,
in the end, some cyborgs are, you know, not captivated in, or not in they're not captured in Cyberstan alongside the rest. I think there are simply some that are out and about training the automatons and leading them. Hence why they're not fully integrated with the weaponry. I'm recording as I'm playing. But yeah, since some of them are not fully integrated with the machines, that's why I believe they're not automatons, they're cyborgs. They're not meant for the weaponry that the automatons have. And thus, they're simply guiding them by being there and making sure that all automatons are fighting, which is why some of them hesitate, yet the big machines keep pushing forward. but it would make more sense as to why there are illegal broadcasts. It's cyborgs and Illuminants trying to destroy Super Earth from the inside, and all the dead humans are people who got too close to the truth, and that's why I also think the extraction missions are so difficult. They're trying their best to avoid anyone from finding the truth. Because some of these die brutally, as you can see here, limbs missing, and then some at the stations are dead simply by bleeding out, and I think those are humans that were too close to the truth, or they were eliminated by a stealth operation that fought against her Super Earth.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
Since it makes no sense that there's this new race of the automatons built themselves out of nothing, I believe there's cyborg created and they are meant to destroy Super Earth.
Mag's empty. Not today! Tagging map, northeast.
So I think the real reason why there's illegal broadcast towers on these automaton front is, undercover cyborgs, and the real reason why there's some on the Illuminant front, I believe, is the Illuminants. Since we know Super Earth uses them for oil, it's very likely that the Illuminants are doing it too, since they are also an advanced race. And thus it would make more sense that they would also use terminates to harvest for oil. But as you saw in the training, the ones we had were always the smaller ones. There was never any training for the Titans or anything, meaning Super Earth never meant to make larger ones that would potentially put Super Earth at risk. Which, ergo, it's possibly the Illuminants are the ones sharing them everywhere. Probably using them for the same reasons we are. For oil. And it would make more sense as how would the Terminates would transport themselves from one planet to the next. And it would simply be Illuminants using them for their own mission. Personally, I'm not sure if the theory is fully fleshed out, but I think people should look into it. It would make more sense. And it doesn't necessarily have to be true, but it is a possibility into why all of this is happening. So, yeah, I'd love to hear other people's thoughts on it. But for now, I guess we have to just fight and figure everything out as we go along. Yeah, these ones. They fight from behind and usually have less armor than any other automaton, and you don't see their eyes glowing red as everyone else does. And I'm not sure if it's just a visual glitch because we never actually see them. But yeah, their entire thing is mountable they're not integrated into the machine as most automatons are, and that looks odd, but I'm not going to comment on it. Should have done this a long time ago. So anyways, that's just a simple theory, a game theory, if you will, because why not? MatPat is leaving us soon, but we can continue without him, as he would
Dropping a
wish.
pin. Southeast.
Well, yeah, I'd love to hear people's theories on it, or a continuation on it. And yeah, keep fighting.